Hello everyone, let's talk shoes, and let's specifically talk mountain bike SPD shoes. I don't ride flats, so if that's what you ride, this is not for you unless you think about switching over and you want to ride clipless. Anyway, here's the evolution of my shoes. This is a pair of Shimano, what are these called again? These are the M150s from the 90s. Look at them. Look at these shoes. Rock solid. They weigh, they must weigh about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds, maybe 3 pounds. They are heavy. The reason I stopped wearing them is they got wet one day and got dried in front of a heater and they shrunk. So maybe I'll get somebody to stretch them for me, but I'm afraid that this stuff, fabric, will rip. Anyway, great shoes. From the 90s, mid 90s. When we go back into riding last 6-7 years ago, I had to get new shoes, so I got these Mavic. I don't know what these are. I got these from MEC. Solid shoes, they work. You notice that long cleat plate area. Let's see, if you look on the Shimano shoe, same idea. It's a large cleat plate area that if you take the shoe apart, you can see this yellow material here. It's all integrated into the bottom of the shoe, right? A couple years after I got these, I started running into a problem with this ratchet system. When you crank it in, sometimes it won't let go. So I got trapped in these shoes once because maybe like this right now. I couldn't get out of them. Oh no, anyway, that's why this shoe is a backup. I moved to these. These are Scott Shr-Alp. I really like the digital camouflage. They look cool. Unfortunately, this is a pair of size 45, so I put them up for sale. But I did find a pair of size 46 and I ran into a problem. I don't race, so I'm more in the adventure stuff. I'm all over the place, you know. I get off the bike, I'm climbing up stuff, I'm looking at features, I'm scrambling down things, walking around on the trails, and apparently we're gonna look at this pair of shoes next. These are the, what do they call again? These shoes are the MTB Boa Vertec. I like the Boa system. Clip, tighten up, and you pop and they release. Same thing for this one. I've had a pair of these go bad, or one of these go bad, and the Boa guys sent me replacements and it took all up 2 minutes to replace. Lots of YouTube videos on that, so I won't get into that. But here's the problem that came up with the other pair of these shoes. Because I'm not on my bike for the entire 7-lap race, this plate here is not integral, is not a part of the entire shoe. This plate here cracked, right? And Scott, really good company that they are, arranged a replacement for me last August, middle of August, and that's where these came from. These are these MTB Vertec Boa, or MTB, what is that again? Oh yeah, MTB Vertec Boa, size 46. I wear 46s, these are 45s. But if you look really closely, you can see how on this shoe, this plate is cracking. So, I don't know why that's happening. They don't either. They surmise that it's because I'm running around on the shoes, and what happens is I bend my toes a lot, and that could cause this to crack. These are a carbon plate, so it's carbon fiber, so they're really stiff. These are not. These are pretty stiff as well, but they're not carbon. But they suffered the same thing, same cracking. The entire cleat plate pulled out on one of them. These are going to be warranted now, and I'm off to pick up the new pair. So I surmise that it's a combination of running around on the shoes, like climbing stuff. You see that bend that's happening there? If you look really carefully, you can see how the top of the cleat plate here kind of comes out when I bend. So it probably means that that's how I managed to wreck this pair. But what's interesting is that this plate is a separate entity. It's not just part of the entire shoe. So as I said, it probably wasn't intended for my type of use, and they've suggested a new version, which we're going to talk about next. But make sure you review the type of shoe for the type of riding you're going to do. If you're a racer and you're always on your bike, you know, technically that should be fine. If you're into adventure stuff, if you get off your bike a lot, if you are not just a weekend warrior and you like the clipless pedals because you want to have that locked in feeling with your bike, you know, wherever you go, it goes, wherever it goes, you go, the ability to pull up when you're pedaling, to, you know, to get up hills with twice the speed, twice the power. That's why clipless are great. Not everybody likes them. They're not for everyone. Again, it depends on what you're gonna do. I like them. This is about me and my shoes. I'm not gonna make any recommendations here either because it's a personal choice to me. But that's my experience. And let's talk about the new shoes that we're gonna replace these next. All right, we're back from picking up the new shoes. Scott came through. Here they are. Scott, there's the style and the size. Yeah, I'm size 46 in case you need to know. These are the MTB ELITE BOA. Now, not really an unboxing because there's a box with some shoes. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at how these shoes are designed. Let's take the little cardboardy thing out. And if you take a look at these shoes, mountain bike shoes with the BOA style that I like, which is good, quick release with a strap on the front. But what's really important is, if you look closely, this looks like a complete and total rubber sole, right? Compared to this pair of Mavics, again, a long extended plate for the cleat, so the pressure that you put on it is distributed over the entire sole. These shoes are really stiff, so it's going to be interesting with me doing my climbing and my scrambling over rocks. And basically, like they say, you pre-ride it, which means you walk it and check it out before you ride it, before you really send it. That's how you stay alive in the mountain bike world. What I'm going to do is throw on some of my cleats, put some Loctite or thread locker on them, these little screws, and then take them out for a ride this afternoon. These were recommended by Scott, the Mika Sports Canadian distributor, as the right shoe. And one of the things that they said when you're trying to figure out what kind of shoe to wear or to buy for adventure style, if you're a racer, you know, you walk from the pits, get on your bike and you ride 7 laps, you come back, you're done, right? You're not wandering around. But if you want, you should Google intense or extreme mountain biking or intense or extreme mountain bike shoes, so you get a better idea of what you're gonna wear. You don't know what you don't know. You walk into a store and you need a pair of, you want clipless mountain bike shoes. You know, price drives a lot of stuff. Availability with the pandemic drives a lot of stuff too. Mostly you can get anything online now if you're willing to wait. But being able to pick the right piece of footwear makes a big difference. So let's see how these work out. Thanks Josh from Scott for helping out with this. We had a little confusion. Make sure when you do a warranty exchange, you get a receipt or some kind of paper transaction to prove that you got the product done if you're going through a bike store or any place, because when they ask you for the receipt and you don't have one, it causes confusion, as I've learned. So anyway, as always, trust less, ride more, ride smart, ride safe, ride with good shoes, the right kind of shoes, and I'll see you on the trail. Take care.